Hey, what's up, folks? Savior here, and we have another deck list for OP-04, and this is Nami. I know some of you have been asking for the Nami deck list, especially from that one video with the Nami versus Katakuri. This deck list, I did change it a bit compared to that one because, again, that was on like the first day or two of OP-03. So, yeah, sorry it took a while to do the deck list, but this is obviously an OP-04 deck list for Nami now. So, we have our leader here, 5 life, 5k. She obviously can win the game by just trashing your entire deck. So once you have no cards in your deck, you win the game automatically. And obviously, her Dawn attack, or should I say her attack normal. You put a Dawn under her, and then if you hit the opponent's life, you trash one card from the top of their, when they're not theirs, your own deck. So it's not bad. I mean, you don't really have to use it all the time, but usually I just swing with Nami at the whoever's a 5k or just their lead. You know, get them pitch a card or use their blocker or event. It depends really who you're going against. So, but you don't really attack with Nami that much. Uh, Only if it's a 5 cost or 5k power character or less, or you want to get a card out of their hand or blocker because you can obviously put a Donner and swing at their life. But yeah, so we'll just leave it here for now. I'll put that on the side right here. So we're gonna start with the characters because half of this deck, or a little bit most of this deck, has events. So we're gonna start with our favorite, Kaya. If you run 4 Kayas, 2k counter, 1 cost, 0 power, you play this card, you draw 2 and trash 2. So obviously you trash 2 cards, but when you draw, boom, you already take 2 cards out of your deck. Because once again, if you have no cards in your deck with this leader, you win the game automatically. It doesn't matter. You win the game. So this Kaya, it's also pretty good to, if you have any events that, what's it called? You bring Kaya back to your hand, and then you can just replay her. You can draw 2 more, trash 2 more. It's very good as well. But she's also a good 2k counter. So unfortunately, she can easily be KO'd by anything. So because she has 0 power. So watch for those Nico Robins. All right, I'll leave that there. Our next character is what should I say? Everyone's favorite clown, the Bugmeister, Buggy. I'm running 3 Buggies in this deck. So basically, he's a searcher only for Impel Down though. But there's a certain cards that you want to search for Buggy and pick them up. That would definitely help out. But 1k counter, searcher. So you can also see what your deck is like. And whatever you bottom deck or you whiff, again, you'll know what's in the bottom of your deck. Because again, you have to deck out. So you're going to be seeing every single card from your deck to win the game, obviously. So you'll basically know what you bottom decked, and you know what it'll be in the bottom of the deck in the future. So very good card. Put that there. And then we have, what's it called? You can search this guy. We have Mr. One. He's an Impel Down searcher. We run 4 Mr. Ones. Very good card here because if you have any events that's a 1 cost or less in your grave, or should I say trash, you can play this card and then you can take that card and add it back to your hand. So there are cards, events, just say, that give you plus 2,000 power or 3,000, or it depends on the event, but you can take 1 cost events from your trash. So this is a very good card, searchable by Buggy. So definitely run 4 of these, 1k counter as well. So low power guy though, unfortunately, but still a good card. We have our another 2k counter, 1 cost, our East Blue. We have Apis. He, I don't even know what it is. I don't remember. It's been a while. That's why. So they say East Blue stuff. 2k counter, and when you play the card, you trash 2 cards, and you look at the top 5. You reveal an East Blue. So if you have any East Blue events or characters, then obviously you take it and then you bottom deck the rest. Once again, you'll know what you bottom deck because you'll see that obviously in the future what you'll trash or take. So yeah. So 2 of that. It's not a bad card. 2k counter. I like it. I don't normally play it, but I mostly use it for a counter. But if I have to play it, in worst case scenario, I play it. I run 2 Bellamirs. Bellamir is pretty good. You put a Don and then you swing. And then if it hits the opponent's life, then you trash 7 cards. So, and obviously if she gets KO'd, you can trash 3 cards from the top of your deck. So a very good card. You can basically trash 3 cards, or 6 max, because I'm running 2. But if you want to run 3 or 4, it's up to you. Once again, this is my deck list, preference. So yeah, definitely run this. Two Belmirs, but if you want to take her out, some people don't run Belmir at all. Some people run 2, 1, 3, 4, so it depends. So, but this is what I prefer. So, very, very good card. It's a 1k counter as well, 4, 5. And then we have Mihawk. So I like this card 2K counter, a 4/5, and when you swing and you have a Dawn attached to him, you draw 2 cards, trash 2 cards. So it's like Kaya, but you're swinging basically. Good for defense as well because it's 2K counter. But I like this card because every time you swing, you draw 2, trash 2. Obviously, you have to draw 2 and trash 2 when you swing with a Dawn. You can't choose. You have to do it. But good card, Mihawk, 2 Mihawks. I run 2 Mihawks. And then our last character is or one of our mains is Zeph. Same thing as Bellamere. You put a Dawn attached to him, and then obviously you if you hit life with the Dawn on him, then you trash 7 cards from the top of your deck. And then if you on play, you may return 1 character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand and trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. So you can basically use this for Kaya, your own characters, or from one of theirs if they have blockers. But very good because you play this and then you can return your Kaya and then play Kaya, and you can just use their effect, draw 2, trash 2. So it's all about drawing as many cards from your deck as you can per turn. Because again, this deck is not really meant to like just win by life. Mostly just to deck out basically. So that's our characters. Now we're going to our events. We have our first 1-cost event. We got Gum Gum Giant Gavel. Very good card. Not bad. One of the 1-cost that you can get from Mr. 1. So very good card. I like this card. And obviously you gain plus 4,000. You have to trash a card though, unfortunately, and use 1 Dong. It's a 1-cost. And then you trash 2 cards from the top of your deck. So not a bad card. It's, again, plus 4,000. Very good. It's a 1-cost. So you have to trash a card though. So there's a card in your hand that you're not going to use, obviously. Or it's useless, and then just use it and then use this power. So trigger is not bad too. Return up to 1 character with a cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand. So you could probably use this with Kaya, or you can use it with someone on their field if they have too many swingers off trigger. But mostly I just keep it. I don't really use the trigger. But if I have to, you have to. So you run 4 of these. And then our next, our next event 1-cost is Usopp's Rubber Band of Doom. Good card. Plus 2,000 power, 1-cost. And you trash 1 card from the top of your deck. So very good. And then obviously the trigger is me draw 1 card and trash 1 card from the top of your deck. Honestly, I would only use that trigger if you have like less than 5 cards left and you're almost there. But I usually just take the card because it's plus 2,000, so not bad. Very good. Could be returned by Mr. 1. So once again, very good card. And next we have what do we have next? Oh yeah, another 1-cost. A very good card. It's Desert Spada. So you play this card, you gain plus 2,000, and you go to the top 3 of your deck list, and not deck list, your deck should say, same thing. And then you can see what cards you'll end up trashing or drawing from your cards from your hand or from your character effects, which is good because then you'll know that what you trashed. And if you want to know if you want to draw one of these or need one of these, or you just want to be like, all right, I'll get rid of these, that's fine. I know what the next 3 is. Or you can just place them in the bottom. But if you place them in the bottom, you're not going to know what the next 3 cards are. So, but you'll know what's 3 cards you bottom decked into your deck, and you end up seeing them in the future. Once again, you have to know what's in your deck. That's basically one of the key to this deck. So, and then obviously you have the trigger, draw 2 cards, trash 1 card from your hand. Not a bad trigger. I will actually trigger this most of the time because you draw 2, trash 1. So, and again, if you have a Mr. 1 in your hand, that's perfect because then you can bring it back, Mr. 1. So keep in mind, you only have 4 Mr. 1s, so you can't bring back everything. And then our next card is, so I have 2 Impel Down All-Star. I know people run 4. The thing is, this card is only good from trigger. That's the thing. If you get this from trigger, awesome, because you just draw 2 cards. But this doesn't do anything when you play it because you only trash 2 cards. Your leader has to be an Impel Down, like Ivankov. So you can't draw 2 cards. You can only trash. So I only run 2 of these. I don't really rely on this, but getting this off trigger is basically like really good. But it's highly unlikely you will get this off trigger because you have so many events. But if you get this off trigger, that's great. If you want to run 2, 3, maybe 4 of this, that's fine. But for me, I'm going to run 2. I'm only liking 2. I've run 4 before. I haven't really got it off trigger that much for playing a bunch of games. So I reduce it to 2, and if I get it, I get it. But yeah, this is a card you also want to trash too with Gum Gum Gavel as well, the plus 4,000. Because, I mean, this card is completely useless. It's only really good on trigger. So I only run 2 of these. But once again, it's this is my deck list. If you guys want to change it up, you're more than welcome to. We have 4 Love Love Mellows, our favorite 2-cost card. Obviously, plus 4,000, and then if you have 3 cards or less, you can draw a card. So a very good card, Love Love Mellow. Classic card. Basically, it's still a very good card since OP-01 days. So you run 4 of these. 4 Love Love Mellows. Next, I'm running Brick Fist. Just 3 Brick Fist for now. I usually use this card to bring Kaya back, or I just return someone that's not a counter back to their hand for late game in case you're planning on swinging for game. But again, this is all about decking out. So, but you use this for Kaya or anyone who can basically you want to like restand. Like say your Weehawk is rested and then you tap 2, you bring Mihawk back, and then you can replay it. But then again, you're wasting a lot of Dawn. So basically, this is good for Kaya. So use this for Kaya because it says return up to 1 character with the cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand. It says return up to 1 character, so it doesn't say your opponent's. So and trigger, you can activate the what's it called? You can activate the effect as well, which is not bad as well. Because if you have a Kaya, you can just trigger it, and then you bring Kaya back, and you have a 2K counter in hand if you need it. But if not, then you can play Kaya next turn again. So it's 50-50. If I have it off again, if I have Kaya and I get this off trigger, I will obviously trigger it. Or if I want to prevent another swing, so I basically just trigger it. On their field, they have a 4 cost or less that attacks. So run 3 of those. And then we have our favorite one of my favorite ones, Sanji's Peel-Off. 3 cost, you draw 2 cards. But if you get this off trigger, you draw 2 cards. You don't have to pay Dawn. So very good card. I love this card. You just draw 2 cards and that's it. You don't trash or anything. So it's very good. It can definitely help you survive or definitely help you change the game up. But it's very good. Sanji's Peel-Off. It's a very good card. Good off trigger. It's 3 Dondo if you need to use it to get 2 cards. Or if you have like the you use what's it called, Desert Spada, and then you're like, I need these 2 cards. And you have a Sanji's Peel-Off in your hand. Play the Sanji's Peel-Off. You can draw 2. But again, it's up to you guys. Like play style, but obviously you definitely need 4 of these no matter what. You need 4 Sanji's Peel-Off. Very good off trigger. So definitely recommend it. And then our last event is a powerful card, Deathwing. Unfortunately, you need 3 Dawn for it, but it gives you plus 6,000, so it's very good. Your leader will be at 11. So they have to do a big swing if they don't have any 10 costs or 9 costs, 8 costs. But a very good. You gain plus 6,000 power, then draw cards. So you have 2 cards in your hand. So if this is the only card you have left, you play it, and then you can draw 2 cards. If you have 1 card in this, play it, and you can draw 1 card. If you have 2 cards already, then yeah, you can't draw. But very good, and then the trigger is return up to 1 character with a cost of 7 or less to the owner's hand. So you can basically trigger this as well if you have to, if you want to return one of their powerful guys to their hand. But if you need to keep it, then I keep it, but again, it depends. So the trigger is not bad, but mostly you'll just keep it because it's a very, very good counter. You have plus, you'll be at 11 for the battle, so very good. And if you have this card, again, if you have this card only, and then you need like another counter or 2, and you have no cards in hand, boom, you draw 2, and hopefully you have a counter or 2 or 2 2K counters, and then boom, you survive. But again, it's very strong. Very good card to run 4 of these, 100%. So yeah, if you want to do this to 3, go ahead, but run 4 of these. And yeah, that's basically it for the Nami deck list. So that's my Nami deck list that I run for this set. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But once again, you guys can change it up. You guys can recommend something. I know I haven't tried this on locals yet, but I've been practicing a lot with other people off locals on webcam and everything. I enjoy it. It's very good. But let me know what deck list you guys want to see next. I have another deck list upcoming soon, so I will see you guys in the next video. And be sure to check out all my gameplay matches. But take care, guys. Bye-bye.